Management went, you guys are hiding parts on us. We know that there is extra, that we know that there has to be more scrap on this job than we're seeing, than you are reporting, because we're running out of material early. There's no other possibility you're hiding scrap. And the operators were going, no, we're being completely honest with you. We're professionals, we're skilled machinists, we're doing our job, and that's not the sort of thing that we do. So we put Excellerant in place, and what we found was that the operators would get to the end of the day, they would go to report their parts. They would have, let's say the machine ran 400 parts, and that's what it said in Excellerant. They had 320 good parts sitting in a bucket in front of them. In this case, they weighed them with a scale because the parts were incredibly small, so they're not the kind of parts that you would count by hand. But what we ended up finding was occasionally some small percentage of the parts were bouncing out of a part catcher, and they were so small that you couldn't see it, but they were ending up in the chips. And so the operators were reporting the exact number of good parts that they had, and they weren't hiding anything, and to everyone's knowledge, everyone was doing everything correctly on the floor. But the jobs were still, running out of material early, and they knew something was going on. So what ended up happening is the operator would have, 320 instead of 400 good parts, and he'd go, wait, here are my parts. They're all good. Why does it say there's 80 missing, 80 scrap? I did not make 80 scrap. And so that led to the investigation where they went, okay, we see there's clearly something going on here. Let's dig in because we have objective data from the machine. The machine said this happened, and we know that that's what happened. We've got to figure out what's going on. And so after diving in, they watched it really, really closely. And this is, neither side had really had the thought process of this is going to be the solution to this problem. They were both sort of pointing fingers going, no, it's this way, no, it's that way, you guys are doing this, you guys are doing that. And once you get that objective data in there, it becomes, this is what actually happened. Okay, well, if this is what actually happened, let's talk to each other and let's figure it out. Something's going on here.